presented by Brunswick. We're very grateful for the sponsorship by Brunswick this year to add to our prize fund. Please support the sponsors of the tournament. We are streaming live on Inside Bowling channel on YouTube today. You can let friends and family know at home. Standings will also be live on tournamentbowl.com. I'll bring some QR codes down for you guys to scan. You'll be able to track brackets that way as well if you choose to get in. I will need the bracket sheets by the end of practice once again. You're going to be moving one lane to the right, or one pair to the right, sorry, each game. We use one lane courtesy in the tournament to keep the tournament on time, so please help us do that. When I bring down recap sheets for you guys, there's a space for your hometown and your USBC number. Please fill those in for me. If you are bowling for the first time, I would need you to record your bowling balls on your recap sheets. If this is a re-entry and you've done it prior to this in the tournament, I just need it on one sheet just in case we have a challenge. We are still working our way through the number of finalists that there will be. We are well on our way to what we were aiming for, and that would be 32 finalists, as we were talking about. So hopefully, with the number that we got this morning and what we end up with this afternoon, we'll get there. The combined standings is also available online, and you can isolate it down to just this squad if you choose to do so. On Sunday, after the first few rounds and we knock some folks out of the tournament, we are running a consolation sweeper on the low end of the house. It'll start at 11 o'clock. We've got room for 24 bowlers. It's a $100 entry. Half of it goes to the prize fund. Another quarter of it goes to automatic brackets and game pots for you. So about 80% of it is coming back to you. And it's $12 lining and expenses for the center. Just so in case you have to hang around because a buddy's made the finals or something like that, but we wanted to provide something for you to do. I can't think of anything else. I believe some of the pairs this morning have 3, some will have 4, so pace yourselves as you move across the house. And I'll introduce now our host, Mike Flanagan, to talk to you for a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Dennis. I won't need a couple minutes. Just want to say thank you for everybody for coming out again. We want to make the New Mexico Open bigger and better every single year that we operate it. We appreciate you supporting this event through the transition of ownership. I want to thank Steve Mackey for obviously putting on this event for the last 20 years and building such a fantastic franchise here that we want to keep it going, and we want to keep it going way into the future. So we appreciate your support. Good luck to everybody, and bowl well. On for practice.
Alrighty, boys, your legs are coming out for practice.
How you doing, my friend? How you doing, my friend? How you doing, my friend?
And with Hulk Hogan asking all of you, how are you doing, my friend? We ask you, how are you all doing out there, our friends, this morning? We'd like to welcome you into the 2025 New Mexico Open. We are now all the way up to the E squad qualifying, which means we've had squads A, B, C, and D the last 4 days, and they're all archived right here on our YouTube channel here on Inside Bowling, on the biggest network in the world on YouTube. We're bringing you this coverage today with Sony high-definition cameras in 4K. If you're not watching in 4K right now, you hit the gear icon, you can get it in 4K. We are in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Rio Rancho, to be exact, at Tenpins More Bowling Center. Proprietor Mike Flanagan just took it over, purchased the center a couple months ago, and this is the 21st edition of this great tournament. The 2025 New Mexico Open is presented by Brunswick. That is our title sponsor. We thank you, Brunswick. And if you'd like to support the sponsors, you can go out and pick up a Brunswick bowling ball, bag, or shoes for the upcoming season, or any of their products from their family of brands. We also want to thank our friends at Shamrock Foods here locally for also being an associate sponsor of this event. And of course, Jani King, Western Bowling Proprietors Insurance. Thanks to Brian Walchek and his team providing a lot of great resources for bowling centers. Our center here, our host, Tenpins More, and of course, us here at Inside Bowling, where we're running a special this week. $19 t-shirts. We have over 800 designs. And it's for the tournament and for you viewers at home. You can also save 15% on everything over at Inside Bowling apparel-wise with coupon code YouTube, and that's good year-round. We have a graphic in the bottom right of the screen that says practice. The lanes are now coming on for score, so we move it over to game number 1 of 6. And my name is Mike Flanagan, and I've been on this network for a very long time. And I get joined by so many different guests, and so many people have helped build this channel for us. And this weekend here, we're honored to have a good friend of mine who wanted to come out and be part of this. And we're so happy to have him on our network. He's worked for Hammer, he's worked for Storm, he's done a lot of work over the years. You hear him on Bull TV this year, and he'll be bringing the coverage with me all day today. It's Jim Callahan. Jimmy, great to have you here.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Great. Doing awesome. We're ready for a long, awesome day of bowling. 3 more squads for everybody. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we got 30 on E squad here this morning, which is about 15 more than we thought we were going to have when we drove in this morning.
I thought they said 17, 16 or 17 we thought we were going to get this morning. Yeah, we have some faces. We got some superstars. We got Dallas Leong here. We got, my opinion, the best bowler on the planet, Anthony Simonson. I didn't say highest scoring person. I said best bowler on the planet. We all know E.J. Tackett is the man. But in my opinion, Anthony's got all the tools, and when he starts striking, guys pay attention. There's no doubt about that.
The storyline of this event, like it can be on many different tournaments that we stream online, we've seen all different types of varieties of tournaments to all of our viewers that watch here on this network. We've seen house shots, high scoring. We've seen a lot. But this one here, it's this tough oil pattern. And the scores are very low. I had them up on the screen during practice. It's 47 feet in length, 35 milliliters of oil, fire oil being used. There's 7 2-to-2 loads on the pattern, and it's 1.81 to 1 symmetrical pattern here on this 11-year-old SPL lane surface. And if we go ahead and take a look-see at the score so far through 4 squads, you can see right there that scoring pace very low. Shout out to our tournament leader, Jacob Gill, bowling 6 games over 200. We've had a couple of players do that.
That's incredible in itself. I got to tell you, I mean, the lanes are really tough, and pair-to-pair is brutal. That's the one thing Francois Lavoie, I was talking to him yesterday about, you know, what was going on with him. And he said just pair-to-pair has always been so tough here. And for 2 guys to bowl, 6 200 games is unbelievable. Jacob Gill and Land Matthews, it's unbelievable.
Steve Klimpkin also sits at plus 139. He's in second. Gabe Alvarez at 104 is third. Steve Ontiveros is plus 86 in fourth, followed by Matt Zweig at plus 82. Talked about Land, tied with Scott at plus 69. Scott Ashley, that is. Antonio Lopez at plus 66 is 8th. 9th is Morgan Robinson at plus 52. And 10th is Chase Nadeau at plus 51. And the high qualifier off of each one of the squads on Thursdays and Fridays get an automatic berth into the bracket. But their scores, in our opinion, are going to be high enough anyway that they would have qualified regardless of leading their squad. So congratulations to those players, which I believe is Steve Klimpkin,
Yep.
Jacob Gill,
Steve Ontiveros, and Chase Nadeau.
Chase Nadeau, yeah.
Yep.
We got that. Good job. We've got squads today at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. as well. And we'll have them for you here on our network. I want to say hello to Ray, Bobby, Ashley, N54 in the chat here this morning. You have to be subscribed to the channel to chat, but it's free to subscribe. So if you'd like to interact with us throughout today's broadcast, we welcome that very much.
Morning, Ashley.
So it looks like I've started this on lanes 21 through 24. And down on lanes 21 through 24, we've got Eddie Joe Torres, actually. Isaac Madera. We've got Chris Madera.
Yep.
Noah Gallegos. We've got
player.
Dylan Donahue, Justin O'Donnell, and Sarah Clausen. This is her second attempt, I believe, at trying
second
to qualify.
one. Yep.
Very, very slick oil pattern. Very difficult to get the ball to tip down lane. You got to get your ball into an early roll. Jim really drove that home yesterday to our viewers, and he's absolutely correct with that. We will invert our stream here as we move over to lane 17 and 18, 19 and 20. Over there, Jim, we got Randy Jackson, not to be confused with Randy Jackson from American Idol, one of my favorite shows of all time. Xavier Provencher, Scott LeBeau, Jackson Witt. We got the name right today.
Those guys bowled together yesterday.
They did.
Yeah.
Juan Canez, Mason Edmondson, Bill Davis, and Jeremiah Martin.
Mason Edmondson was in the chat a little bit yesterday. Good young bowler.
Other players on this squad that we'll see come through the lanes as the skip procedure is just move one pair to the right. We should see everybody. Mark Curtis Jr., Dallas Leon, Clint Watkins, Derek Phillips, Marcus Medina, Eric Jones. That's one to watch. Nate Stubler, another one to watch. Justin Medina, Anthony Simonson. You talked about it earlier.
Yep.
Obviously one of the top bowlers on the planet, gracing us with his presence here for this event, and he's going to be fun to watch on this pattern. Quentin Bell, Brandon Knowles, David McKay are our other players that we have here for you today. We've got 8 of the lanes covered. It's a 24-lane bowling center. We are using the lanes, what is that, 7? Oh, I should look at my sheet. 9 through 24 is what we have here.
It's going to be very interesting with Eric Jones and Nate Stubler, which are two very, very high-end lefties. We're going to find out how good the left really is, right?
We are, yeah.
We're going to find out if it's real. If they pop 150 over each, then we're going to know that the left's good. I think it's okay. I think they're very fair on both sides, actually.
I do too. There was no reason to put any asymmetry into this pattern. The thing for me, this would be a fun one for you and me today. We can discuss this.
Sure.
Do you think Stubler with his thumb in the ball, straighter player, or do you think Eric Jones, power player, two-hander, who do you think will score higher this morning?
I think Stubler will.
You like Stubler?
I think Stubler can make his angles be a little straighter through the front. But we watched Morgan yesterday, and he was giving the pocket away a little bit, so I'm a little torn. Eric Jones is one of the best young players on the again, I don't want to overstate that, but Eric Jones has 9 regional titles, and he's like 20 years old.
And he's been in the building watching ball reaction and really starting to get a feel for what he wants to do.
Yep. I think everybody's starting to dial in. You know what I mean? The first couple days. The first day we had a lot of locals, which was fantastic. Yesterday we got a few more, higher-end players. And everybody's migrating to that gutter like you talked about. And
being a re-entry tournament, when we cover other events, like big events, there's a day that we like to always say moving day, right? It's like third day of qualifying, things like that. Today is moving day. And our format here is everybody's bowling so that they can make it into our double elimination bracket, which will take place tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. right here.
Tomorrow is going to be fantastic. We both love match play, you know what I mean, where you get matches or, you know, brackets or whatever whatever format that you use. And, yeah, it's going to be great to watch. And when they're tough as this, get down to the 9th and 10th, anything could happen. This guy is wheeling it, man. He is peeling it off of there. He is the only guy I've seen in 3 days that it's unbelievable. Mr. On the end, Dylan Donahue, just throw a strike on the bottom. He thinks they're bowling on like a 35-foot league pattern. Sauer with a triple.
Now, I do want to touch on that, as I like to be as transparent as possible on this channel. We tell it like it is. We don't cover anything up.
Nope.
Last night, the house shot was applied onto this surface.
Correct.
Because we had a big pro-am last night, and boy, everybody had a great time.
Great event.
Great time. We stayed
awesome.
for the whole thing.
We were here for the whole thing.
We were here. Jimmy and I were checking people in. I was running $3 brackets.
It was kind of funny, actually.
It was a hoot. I mean, Jimmy and I have no experience running a pro-am ever in our life.
Now we can add to our resumes, pro-am coordinator.
Yeah, it was outstanding. But what I'm getting at here is the house shot was applied last night, and now this pattern's being applied over the top of it.
Makes a difference, I'm telling you.
You talk about pattern memory. So this morning, there might be just a little bit more shape based off of, you know, the
Mike, you're
house
absolutely
pattern
right.
being down last
I
night.
talk about it on Bowl TV all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a deal where, you know, the Pro-Am there, the same exact thing. That A squad has such a big advantage. You know, there's centers that we go to that they have league every night. So, you know, the people that bowl in the morning have an advantage and it equals out. This is going to be the only squad where that may actually be a factor.
I remember A squad at Carroll Lear at the U.S. Open there for many years. That A squad, if you got on A squad, you could get some score on A.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then later in the week, they just got harder and harder and harder and harder.
This guy's a really good bowler. Noah Gallegos, really good bowler.
A little left, but it laid there.
Yeah, he's a very good bowler. You didn't believe me. I was touting Gabe Alvarez yesterday after he bowled about 80 under the first quad. He's like, "What are you talking about, Jim?" I go, "The guy's good." He ended up third. He's 104 over. I mean, he's a really good young player. Like you said, it took him 2 squads. You know, the second squad, he finally got lined up where he could dial that speed down. I think one other thing that's key, Mike, is the speed has been very, very, very important. You have to keep it down. You have to keep that hand up the back.
The old 1-4 leave with the pin coming off the wall and coming across here.
Our man Dylan looks like he's bowling. Looks like he's bowling a 3-game sweeper at ABC Lanes down the street. He don't miss it, no doubt.
It's fun streaming an event here on this network out west. You know, a lot of our events we stream here are in the Midwest. To be able to come out and see a new batch of bowlers and introduce people to inside bowling and be part of it. Anybody that's participating in this event here this week, it's been a pleasure to cover you and have you on our stream and be part of our event.
Plus, we got the A team over there as the tournament director, so any issues that come up.
Yep, Dennis
man,
Hacker.
Oh, he's fantastic. My first, you know, I've known Dennis for a few years now, but this is the first event I really got to spend time with him. He never gets frazzled. You know what I mean? He just, I can fix that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's, Mike, that's a very good alliance with you.
Well, and here's the thing, right? So these events that you see here, they are much smaller operations as far as manpower to put these things on as compared to these big events that have letters in front of them, PBA, USBC. So right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to put on a broadcast here with 2 guys in 4K HD, get you the scores, get everything taken care of. And Dennis is a one-man band over there. And then you've got Mike, who just took over the center here with his GM, Rob. And that's your tournament crew.
Yeah, we've been running scores, and Dennis is like, hey, put these in order, you know, the lane draws, and we're trying to do a little bit of everything. I mean,
You want to know one of my favorite things about this pattern?
what's that?
Is we get to see this leave converted from time to time.
Yeah.
Take a look at this right here.
Wow.
You got a power player, a 2-hander, And the old 5-7. And right there, clean.
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 It's an easy spare to make on this, I would think.
Yeah. Well,
Move your feet a half left and throw it a bit harder.
Sarah with the
Yeah.
cover.
Threw that one a little hard. She's a good girl. I like her. I mean, I've known her since Wichita, and I work with her there, and she's dating Eric Jones now. Yeah, they seem to be really good for each other. You know, he's been helping her, and she had a decent year on the PWBA this year. And Eric is Eric. That kid's going to be one of the next stars. We have two of the biggest stars coming up on the left side. Three of them actually. You have Stubler, you have Dio Bernard, and you have Eric Jones. So I mean, there's some star power here. God, that kid's that is sick.
He is ridiculous right now, and he's
Yeah.
using reactive. We've
Yeah.
seen a lot of people that were having score and success out using urethane, actually,
Yeah.
really slow.
He ain't throwing it
he's
slow
using,
either.
that roto grip, was that a hyperdrive?
Yeah.
I think that's called a hyperdrive.
Yep. He's not throwing it slow either.
No. And then next door, that's urethane, right?
Yeah. It's a
That-
tank.
Yeah, the Motive Tank urethane. So, yeah, that's what I mean. And that's what I love, man. Like, look, I know I had a lot to do with this pattern, but I like how everybody's been able to develop it. You can have multiple styles. You can use reactive. You can use urethane, even though it's 47 feet. There's a lot of different ways you can,
couple
you can
zones
get it
here,
done.
too, Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, Steve got him a little bit farther to the left. I think it's between 5 and 10. Or you can, I think the risk reward one is where if you, like Frankie was telling us last night, that if you get it to the right, you have to get it there the same every single time, which that's a big thing. Scott LeBeau said he's coming to play today, too. A little bit of service he didn't have yesterday. That was, hey, I'm 20 years old, and I got 8 in a row. Let me just knock the holes out of it and get my elbow around it. Just not one of his better efforts there.
Well, even though he was able to throw that many in a row,
Yeah.
he is doing the three things. He is throwing at the same speed, he's hitting the same target, and he's rotating it the same way.
Correct.
And right there, one of those things did not happen
One of
correctly.
the variables changed,
Yes. And when that happens, you might get 5.
and he did.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple. Shot making at a premium, whether you're a two-hander, a one-hander, left-handed, right-handed. Oh, my.
How's that?
Oh, my.
That was a nice one there. How's that frame?
Folks,
Take a peek at that one.
we got to look at that one again. This is hashtag fun. We're going to watch
don't see it
after
very
Sarah
often.
shot. Here we go. Look at this.
Look how you made it right there. No.
Wow.
That's a very interesting way to get to 236, isn't it?
It is.
I think one thing, Mike, that we're going to do as a pair is as we go forward, we're going to, we don't know all these players, like you said, but we're going to talk about their styles, compliment them when they make good shots, and talk a little bit about lane. I think a lot about lane play and how they're dialing into what everybody's trying to figure out this little pair. There's a front 8 over there, by the way, on lane 15 and 16. I don't know who that is.
All right.
It's that lefty right there, I believe. Is that our man Taylor? That's front 9.
169 there for Justin.
Yeah, we're moving down there. It just looked early, that's it. I made a 1-foot adjustment to see if it would hook off of that spot just early. Yeah, I missed it a little bit too, so it kind of hit right.
That's the first 9-bagger. So we saw a 6-bagger and a 9-bagger in the first game, and I'm only looking at a couple bowlers. You know what I mean? So I think what you say may be accurate, Mike.
Jim, I'm going to attempt to do something here because we do have the front nine. This is kind of a big deal. I'm going to rotate that camera left
Okay.
on the screen here just so we can kind of cover this.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. First front nine, definitely. I don't think I've seen more than the front 6. On the same exact pair, you got front 9 and you got a 5-bagger right above them. Mike's down there trying to adjust the camera. There's a lot of strikes this morning. Mr. Bell right there had a good look yesterday, too.
It's David McKay.
Yep, the lefty.
Front nine. By the way, Simo went spare, I think 8-bagger. I think he bowled 260 the first game.
Shake it off. It'll come to you, kid. There's a lot of the right above the 9-bagger. There's a big game. There's a 5 or 6-bagger right there. There's more 6-baggers in this one game than we had a whole squad the last 2 days.
And I think a lot of it has to do with we had a pro-am last night.
Let me ask you a question. There could be two or three other things. The people that are bowling. David McKay, this is his 3rd entry.
Yep.
Is he finally saying, hey, you know, I have an idea. I made my surfaces the right thing. You know what I mean? Everybody's watching. Everybody play farther to the right. You know, is it just people starting to dial in? That's why we're seeing more strikes? Could that be part of it?
Could be. So here is David McKay on the front nine.
Where's he at?
Right there. That's 10.
Oh, okay, right there. 300 on this should get something. Guy above him had 230. The guy to right had 2-0. This squad might skew the cut score.
It's early.
Oh, I know. 6 games ago. Trying to create a story here. Help me out.
All right, we're going to zoom her in here a little bit.
This guy had a good look at portions yesterday as well, Mr. McKay.
Dave McKay on the front 10, looking for 11. He's got it.
11.
He's just packing them in.
And we were talking about, is Eric Jones, Nate Stubler, and are they going to let us know? Are they going to let us know if the left is good? Wrong guy. We made. Mr. McKay definitely letting us know it's okay. Both sides seem good, though. Cute babies everywhere this weekend.
There are a lot of babies out here watching.
We got 270 right in front of us here, too, bud.
Yep.
Triple spare triple for Noah Gallegos. For 300.
$299, it looks like. Sticky 10-pin down there.
Pretty good start, though.
$299 for David McKay.
Wow.
There's 4 in a row right there as well. I'll get that camera moved back.
Finishing up now, Noah Gallegos here on lane 21. Triple spare triple. Using a tank, playing to the right. Very hand up the back, a little slower speed. Got a chance. A little slower than the others. I didn't think it would hook that much. Definitely see a little bit more friction this morning. But like Mike said, it's early. We've seen guys have really, really great starts. Young man yesterday had 100 over for the first two and just couldn't hold on and just, lost his ball reaction in the middle, and then he had the front six the last game. So we'll see. It's a long way to go. Very demanding condition. Noah got a little slow on that one. Split, so he's got 183. He's pacing 220. I think today is going to be a fun day, buddy. I'm excited. You realize we're both gluttons, don't you?
What do you mean?
We're gluttons for bowling. We could sit here and we could do it every day, and you get a little tired after a while, because you're talking a lot, but we both like to see what's going to happen. I mean, we like the end result. We want to see who's going to win. We want to see who's going to make great shots when they need them. And this weekend, for the next 2 days, part of the story is being built, and we're going to be right here with you the whole time.
Bill Davis, I believe, had 156 up there.
Looks like, yeah.
Juan Canez had 131.
Yep. Pair next to it, Randy Jackson had 226. No, I'm sorry. Top right is Scott LeBeau, 226. Randy Jackson, 160. Xavier Provencher, 142. And I don't have anything more for you. Did you get Sarah's pair?
Yep.
Oh, lower 10 right in front of us. Let me get the names down here at this end for 21 and 2.
$184 for Mason. And $155 for Jeremiah Martin. Jackson Witt finishes with 172.
Yep, we're finishing up on 21 and 2 right in front of us. So you've gotten 23 and 4. You've gotten...
Got them all except for just 21 and 2.
Okay, good.
I can go on and put in McKay's 299.
Yeah, I think you got on a limb for that one. Finishing up here, we got 146 top left, which is Eddie Joe Torres, 146. Eddie Joe Torres, 146. $141 for Chris Madera.
Isaac Madera comes in a little high there.
He's going to be in the 180s.
Noah Gallegos here. Nice first game.
Can have 240. Pacing 220. This one gets him into the 230s. Little left.
You know, I like these guys that throw the first one in the 10th because we've seen so many big games have an open frame in the 10th frame. We just saw it over on 23 and 24. 5 through the middle, 5-1 to end the game for 230, right? What Noah's doing right here, getting that first one in the 10th, as you mentioned, gets him into the 230s now. That's a great feeling.
He's a PBA player. I mean, I believe he's won a couple regionals too, actually. Solid player. Both some tour stops.
Got that very short first step.
That's even more left, and it laid even more. Now he's in the 240s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish she would sit there all day. Kids make me smile, man. She's like peeking around the corner like this. Look. Kids and dogs. Ball change for Noah on the fill here. Might want to go back to the other one. 239. Never hooked it off.
No, sure did.
It's amazing the difference in urethane and reactive balls. You know, the reactive balls are designed to read the front part early. Guys go from like that right there, and the reactive balls don't hook at all.
All right, heading into game number 2 here. New Mexico Open. One pair to the right, so we have some new players coming into play here.
We had a very exciting first game here.
We're going to have Quentin Bell, Brandon Knowles, and David McKay coming into our scene.
Dave McKay just had 299. Left the 10 pin.
I think I'm going to help Dennis in game 1 and get a few of these extra scores for him.
Okay.
I know he's putting together squad sheets for the next squad.
Funny, Noah Gallegos just came back and gave his wife a fist pump, and his little daughter that's probably about a month old fist pumped him. So cute. So cute. (23 and 4) now. We have Eddie Joe Torres, Isaac Madera, Chris Madera, and Noah Gallegos. Pair next to that, we have Bill Davis, Jeremiah Martin, Eddie Joe Torres. I'm sorry, Juan Canez, Mason Edmondson, Bill Davis, and Jeremiah Martin. Not used to using this software. Scott LeBeau right in front of us. Had a good first game in the 220s. The key is being consistent. When the pair is not good, you can't bowl 150 or 160. You have to bowl 180 or 190. Nice shot on 17 and 18 there from Quentin Bell. Got Brandon Knowles, David McKay, who both 299, and then Quentin Bell, who just threw the strike. Jeremiah Martin getting ready to bowl on your down in the right screen. Had a decent look yesterday at spots. Wow, throwing pins across the deck. Mason Edmondson right in front of us, both some tour stops this year. Early in the year. I think he bowled most of the ones I worked Bowl TV at. Name looks very familiar. Quentin got a little crazy on that. We got to keep those angles in front of him. Ah, Scott, you got to make the spares. That's one thing that we're going to be very, you're going to hear that a lot. You have to make spares when the lanes are tough. When you come to an event, when the lanes are tough, you don't need your strike ball, you need your spare ball. And then you need a couple doubles a game that get you into the 2 teens, and then you make the cut. Simple as that. Nice shot by Will Davis right in front of us. Dave McKay with 12 out of 13 strikes. 13 out of 14. I don't think he woke up this morning expecting this. See Anthony Simonson off there to the right. Shred and rack. Looks like he's playing him like Steve Klimkin was, right around 5'6", pitch black. See what Scott LeBeau can do here. 273. How'd he both 273?
Yeah, there's your results there, and I got it pinned at the top of the chat if you'd like to look at the results yourself. Game-by-game scoring available thanks to our friends over at tournamentbowl.com. We have our leader that we saw here, David McKay, 299, the lefty. He's been multi-entering into this event, and he's really got a great start here. Anthony Simonson bowls 273, Noah Gallegos 239, Dylan Donahue 236, Scott LeBeau 226, Nate Stubler had 215, Eric Jones 210, Derek Phillips 208, Quentin Bell 204. The other player that bowled over 200 the first game to round out our top 10 is Brandon Knowles.
10 guys over 200.
Got a couple big scores, but overall, even though, we were talking about pattern memory a little bit and how they might be a little softer this morning,
Nah.
there's just some really good bowling, too.
Got 13 out of 14 strikes.
Yeah, McKay.
You got to remember, any event that you bowl, Mike, if there's 30 guys bowling, one or two guys are going to bowl good.
Yeah.
So if you take out the top two guys, the scoring pace looks eerily familiar to what we've seen the last 2 days.
Yeah, and one of the two is Anthony Simonson.
Yeah.
So,
It's guy thought Randy Jackson was T.J. Rock. You got to remember, at the top of that list, you have three guys that bowl on tour every week, too. So that's going to bring the scoring pace up a little bit as well. With Stubler, Jones.
Hey, I mentioned the other day the lefties bowl good on this network.
Yeah, you did.
They all flocked to Inside Bowling Broadcast, too. I got to have the highest lefty-righty proportion in the country.
I got to tell you, the Midwest of the country is lefty country.
That's true.
They win every tournament there is. Holloman, Perez, Rice. There's Stubler. Every region on the Southwest is Dio Bernard and Eric Jones. And then if Frankie decides to show up, he wins one. Dio just won one last weekend.
Frankie will be back at 2.
Yep.
By the way, Simonson is throwing pitch black. It's the only ball he's checked into his sheet. Walking around getting the scores. Oh, look at that little 210 bounce out there.
That was 2-8-10. That was 2-8-10.
Was it?
Yeah.
We're going to look at it again. It was 2-8-10.
That was 2-8-10.
Look at this 2-8-10
You don't
conversion.
see. He made it clean, too.
Look at that.
You do not see it made. That's how you're supposed to make it.
Wowzers.
You don't see 2-8-10 made every day.
How about that?
It's funny, Simo sent me a text yesterday. Remember I told you he reached out to me yesterday?
Yeah.
He said, what ball is Steve using and where's he playing? He's playing exactly where Steve is, using a pitch black, just like Steve was.
Yeah, Simo during practice, I saw him throwing his plastic ball a lot. Just right up the middle of the lane. I also saw him throwing a level a little bit.
Well, I try to stretch him a little. He uses plastic a lot of times to manipulate how he wants the pattern to play. Very smart man, boy.
Again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the 2025 New Mexico Open here from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, Albuquerque. Mike Flanagan, Jim Callahan bringing you the action here today. Proprietor Mike Fagan, thanks for letting us be here. We also want to let you know that they're bowling on a 47 feet in length bowling pattern. 1.8 to 1 ratio. Very low scoring for the most part. Fire oil, they're 7-2 to 2s, and we're bowling on 11-year-old SPL lane surface with textured approaches. We'll have another squad for you coming up today at 1 o'clock. That's F squad, and then G squad tonight at 6 p.m. So far, we've had 27 bowlers on A, 24 bowlers on B, 20 bowlers on C, 36 on D, and 30 this morning on E squad.
30 at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning is a strong number.
137 entries thus far. Our finals will start tomorrow at 8 a.m. You're watching our coverage in 4K, brought to you by our friends at Sony. We'd also like to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Brunswick. If you're looking for a new bowling ball bag, shoes, whatever it may be, your bowling needs, check out brunswickbowling.com. Do appreciate everybody picking up merch from us here this weekend. We've had a nice start to the weekend with t-shirts and hoodies, polo shirts as well. That's how you can support here.
It's getting to be fall, too. You're going to need those sweatshirts and long sleeve gear, so go out and take a peek. Remember, use that code YouTube, get 15% off, and that's year-round.
Year-round. You could be watching this next year and hear that coupon code, and you can still use it.
And we got a special till Wednesday, 1995 T-shirts.
Yep.
How many styles you say you had?
Like over 800.
That's
I think
crazy.
we're in the 900s now.
That's crazy.
Every ball manufacturer is also represented,
Nice.
including even swag. We got swag. We got everybody. We've even got champions on there, and they're not even around right now.
I was around when they were around.
Simonson just packing them in there.
I believe Anthony's only going to have to bowl one squad. I think he's going to be all right.
It just is amazing on what, we've been watching this for a couple of days here, and to see, it really shows you the caliber of bowler that he is.
I say it all the time, I think people get, and I'm going to use a bad word, I think they're delusional. They watch guys on TV, and I'll be in a bar or something, going through an airport or something, bowling's on TV, and you just listen to the people. Oh, you only bowled 180. By the way, the lanes are hard. There's a front 8 again right there. Is that Simo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have 560. 573 he could have for the first two.
This type of pattern puts a magnifying glass and shines a spotlight on a guy like him on just how good he is. There are times he'll bowl on something that's 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, and he doesn't shine.
Yeah.
He's up there. He's competing. He might win, but he doesn't shine. Right now, he's shining.
Absolutely. Remember the variables that he has that the everyday player does not have. He's got speed control that is to a T. He's got his launch angle off his hand is exactly the same every time. His ability to repeat is ridiculous. And you're seeing that right now. He's going to be in camera next game.
Yeah, they're going to make me. He's going to make me, if he gets the front 9, tilt the camera again.
I don't think you mind, though.
I don't. He'll be finishing on the right lane, too, so we'll have a good look at it.
Excellent.
Simonson is up on lane 15 right now. You'll see his ball go down the lane right there. Flat 10.
Playing Circus Steve Klempkin right
9
there.
in a row. He got the 10 out.
Yeah,
Be right
Circus
back.
Steve Klempkin. Making you work this morning, boy. Making you work this morning, boy.
Yep, panning over here, Simo.
I was busy waving to my friend over there.
The scoreboards up above are reflecting lanes 17 through 20, but Anthony Simonson's going to be stepping up on lane 16 here in a minute on the front 9.
Next game, we're going to get to see Nate Stubler, the young man that just threw the ball there, and then you're going to get to see Anthony Simonson.
And Stubler is bowling pretty well, too.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. When there are major championships, that's when Anthony's best. And major championships, the challenge is much more difficult than normal bowling. So Anthony can raise that level up. Playing him just like Steve.
That's front 10 for Anthony Simonson.
He never ceases to amaze me, man. I've known him since he was a kid, and he won the first event he won was the Masters. Beat Dan McClellan for the title. Stuber just missed that spare.
McKay here, you know, open with 299. Strike, 9 spare, 9 out. Double.
Bowling okay?
Yeah. I mean, if he's at 520, 530 after 2, I'd be thrilled.
Oh, 100%.
Simonson looking for 11 in a row.
That hand.
That one hooked a little bit on him a little earlier than he wanted it to.
Yeah, shake it off. 273, 288. It's all right. 161 over for 2. Average at 280.
He needs 239 to bowl 800 on this.
Yeah.
And guess what, everybody? We'll get to watch him.
He's so smart in every facet of the game. I was telling Mike Fagan, if he had a list of things that need to get done here too, that lane machine needs it tuned up. Anthony will do it.
It wouldn't surprise me if Simonson's not here in the building the rest of the day. We don't see him, but he's in the back.
He's doing stuff. Absolutely. I went to Junior Gold. He was standing behind the counter at Jay Nephew's place. He was oiling the lanes. He loves all facets of bowling. And I think that's what gives him that extra edge. You know, on TV, he's been very, very critical of some racks. You know, how they're off spot, and it really fries him out. And you know what? His eye is that good because he's setting pin spotters and stuff all the time.
Hey, even this pattern got Simo on the spare shot, though.
Oh,
all that oil. Yeah, he took the 10 straight off the 610. I'm going to move that camera back.
I only got 560, man. My fault. Eric Jones right next to him. We're going to see a lot of good young players coming. Man, what's up, brother? Man, he's a good kid, man.
Did I not get this moved over enough? I guess I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No.
17, 18.
I know, but I don't have enough of 20. Oh, wait a minute. Here's my problem. Check this out. It is off. Hold on. I got it.
You know how crazy that is?
Perfect.
Simo just came and sat down and chatted with me for a few minutes. Mike walked up and we're talking. You knew he watched every second of the chat because remember I was talking yesterday about how you got to practice the left side spares.
Yeah.
So he was listening, and he sent me a text yesterday, like I just said. He goes, "How's Steve bowling? Where's he? What ball he's using?" He's doing exactly the same thing.
All right. We got some finals coming in yet?
Yeah.
Almost.
It's fun to have some more guys around that we know. You know what I mean? It's You've always got along good with Anthony, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a good.
since way back in the day.
Yeah, he's a really good kid. Got to remember, the kid's only 27 or 28 years old. He's young.
He came to the IB Open, I think, at 17.
Yeah.
And I like to try to treat people first time I meet them, as best as possible. He loved the event. He asked a lot of questions. I answered all of them. There's if you go back and watch the IB Open, the first one that he bowled at Tropicana Lanes, Steve Orff actually said, "You need to go back and rewatch it, Mike," because I actually say on the air, I talked up Simonson so much, and I even said I think this kid could be one of the greatest bowlers of all time.
He is.
Every once in a while, you kind of go back and listen to some of those clips, and you get something right once in a while.
He had a little bit of a struggle this year because he was hurt early in the year.
Yeah.
But at the end, he was running them over again. He made 3 major shows. It's funny, he had a ho-hum year for him, and he still made $180,000. He's just. I'm going to use a word. It may sound dumb. He's magical, dude. When you watch him bowl.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now we have him moving over. We got Nate Stubler. You're going to get to see some really, really great bowlers coming up here the next couple games. Does look a little like TJ Rock.
A little bit.
TJ is another Vegas boy. He would bowl good in this event.
So Randy Jackson had 192.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you were doing scores again. Sorry. Guy's got a great name, Xavier Provencher. One of those ones you could announce about 6 different ways. Scott LeBeau is going to be 40 over. Made that surface adjustment, said he was going to make coming into this morning. He's had a good look the first 2 games. I don't know who this is on the bottom. Let me look. Oh, Jackson Witt. Feeling energized today, Mike, for some reason.
I think we got to bed at a decent time and just felt good today.
We were excited about getting here. Who's going to come through the door and, how they're going to attack the pattern.
Well, and for somebody like me, not to sound like a Debbie Downer here, but when you strap in for a long week like this and you got to set everything up, you got to check your internet connection, you got to make sure all your stuff connects and works and talks, you got to make sure all your YouTube things are set up, you got to make sure you can actually stream in 4K and all those things. Then you think, okay, I finally got everything up and running. Then you show up. It's like, great to see you. We get to interact. We get all this stuff going on. We had that big pro-am we needed to get through.
Yeah, that was a lot of work.
Well, now it's kind of like we're over the 50% mark. We've got the most exciting action is going to take place tomorrow. We got a cut number today where we're going to be saying, oh, this guy needs this to possibly make it in, all those sorts of things. So, and then I get to fly home, and I'll be home, and it'll be over. So that's kind of what I think for me. That's the refresher for me. Is we got through all the smoke, clear skies the rest of the way.
Yep.
Xavier had 149.
Xavier, yep, 149. 213 for Scott LeBeau. I'm getting better with names too. I'm pretty good with names usually.
Is that 178 for Quentin Bell?
It is. 190 for top right on that. So that would be Brandon Knowles, 190.
Dave McKay after bowling 299 the first game.
Three single pin misses.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's thrown away. 33 pins?
Yeah. Now he's only 80 over all of a sudden. That's still a lot, but
yeah, it's still awesome.
then you bowl 180, then you're 40 over all of a sudden.
Yeah,
We're not wishing that on Dave by any means.
No, it's just frustrating. He's frustrated about it too, I'm sure.
That's got to go.
Spares are an adventure here, though.
I'm telling you, they sail away from the spare.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I'm sitting here and watching lane 23 and 4 for all this time right on the bottom. Lane 23 does not hook. If you get 23 going to the right at all, it does not hook.
Jackson finishes 246.
46, nice game for
Great,
the kid.
great game. 182 for Dave McKay.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to move over to our other pairs here. $171 for
Eddie Joe Torres.
Juan Canez.
Hold on. So they're there now.
Yeah, Juan Canez. 171. 163 for Bill Davis.
Oh, that's weird. Look, that's why I got messed up. Look,
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what that is.
You might have lost your internet connection. Reload and see if you're. It might just be resetting you on Tenpins and More. It resets once a day.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
That's why I got messed up. Jeremiah Martin. Man, if he would just keep his angles a little straighter through the front. It's so hard to do, Mike, for the guys that come and bowl this, that they can miss to the right a little bit in league and, in some local events where it's 3 or 4 to 1 and your ball comes back. It takes time to get your angles straighter through the front. It says connected. That's weird.
That was weird. Maybe just refresh the. You hit that right there.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. Oh, mine's got scores in it that you put in already.
Yeah.
So we need Mason and Jeremiah. Jeremiah had 178. Mason's going to be 170. 170 on the left, 178 on the right. Isaac Madera, 141 or 171.
We just got Noah's score here. Can get to 186.
Yep.
We'll move over here to Simonson, who just left a 10 pin.
Look, he's moving his feet around because we talked about how much his ball skid to the right. You know the thing that's really weird for him? He did it again.
He missed it again.
You know the crazy thing? Usually when they're hard, he stands right in front of them.
I know. And goes right up at it.
Yeah, I don't know why he's going cross lane. Because I say it all the time. Why is he shooting spare straight at him from the right?
186 for Noah.
Yeah. Going into game 3 here of the 2025 New Mexico Open E-Squad qualifying. Nate Stubler, solid PBA player, made a couple TV shows. How's that one?
Yeah, so the fun thing for a few years there, streaming tournaments in the Midwest, especially up in Iowa, which will be our next broadcast, which will be taking place here. If you still want to sign up, you can go to giba-bowling.com. We'll be in Iowa for the Ebonite Fall Classic at Maple Lanes in Waterloo the 13th and 14th. But Eric Littig's up there, and he was the head coach when he had Nate Stubler and Cam Crow at the same time.
Yeah.
And he would interchange those guys, bowl and anchor. They would be the 4-5 bowlers, and Stubes and Crow, they are very good friends.
St. Ambrose, right?
Yeah. Eric Littig, the coach.
Eric's a good guy.
Yeah, he's another gamer. He's
all
another
in.
guy that'll come to the bowling center, be there from the first ball
All
to the last ball. We'll share knowledge. We'll walk around. Hey, Mike, here's what I'm thinking the cut score is. You need any scores? Here you go. Just another one of those hidden heroes that makes this network go round, and one of those great relationships I've met over the years. He'll sit in the booth with me up there for a block. Normally the night block, he'll come in for a little while. We have a good time cutting it up. Eric and I really enjoyed Eric, and I used to bowl his Greater Iowa Youth Bowling Tour tournaments back in the day. We're going way back on that one. Stubler's looking good. And
His angles are great right now.
they really are.
He's throwing it hard, too. He's not throwing it slow. I thought he would be throwing a little slower than that, actually.
Do I have a chat delay set? I do not have a chat delay set. If you're chatting and you don't feel like it's in sync with what's going on, because we are streaming in 4K, you could experience with your internet connection some frame loss, and maybe you can get a bit behind. I suggest refreshing your browser. And if you aren't watching in 4K and you want to, and your browser is not defaulted to give it to you in 4K, just click that little gear button on the bottom right if you hover over the YouTube, and you can click on what quality you want to watch this in. And we have all the way up to 2160 at 60 frames per second, which is really a nice picture. Most networks are in 1080 on your television screens. Every once in a while you get a 4K game here or there, like the Super Bowl or something with an option. And we've got that going on right here. 2160p, 60 frames per second, 4K high definition.
This might not be one of the pairs that you can get score on. Watching Simo's ball, just not going through it the right way. So you might see him, you know, kind of, hey, give me my 190, I'll move on.
I believe all scores are in. Dennis was out there on it.
Not hard to believe, but the guy's everywhere.
All right, let's see what we got here. Here are your updated standings. Anthony Simonson, plus 160 for his first 2 games.
It'll come to him.
You know what? I think we need to pull this out. I mean, that's unreal. The guy bowls 273, 287. Now we need him to go sheet to bowl 800. He doesn't even quite need that.
No, he doesn't need that, but I don't know if this pair has 240 in it. Usually when I say that, he throws about a 10 bagger. Yeah, it's just not hooking at the right spot on this pair.
So Simo leads at plus 160 for this squad. Dave McKay, after bowling 299, bowls 182. He's at plus 81, cruising along. Scott LeBeau is at plus 39. Stubler is at plus 26. Noah Gallegos at 25. Dallas Leong is now at plus 15. Both 258. Dallas figured it out. How about Sarah Clausen here hanging tough at plus 12? And then rounding out your top 10, Dylan Donahue at minus 7. We saw him bowl a great first game, made the flip to the other end, bowls 150.
Not good.
Brandon Knowles, minus 8, and Jackson Witt, minus 12.
Dallas Leong, 101 pins better that game than he was the first game.
Yeah.
Dallas Leong is a very sneaky good bowler.
He is, especially when they're hard.
See him all the time. He practices at home.
I covered it 9 count spare early in this game, so I'm up 20.
There you go. Love when the players interact with us.
Yeah, Dallas, they have a practice session for 3 hours that his father runs in Vegas on Monday nights. Dallas there every week that he's home. Dallas is a road warrior, too. He'll go bowl a regional in Texas, Florida. Dallas goes everywhere. Nate Stuber looks really, really good.
Do a little scoreboard cleanup here. They kind of migrate around wherever they want here. There we go. It's a little better. A little better up there. No lane talk here this week.
Oh, he went to the speed shim. By the way, we could see some strikes in a row now. He is the greatest on earth. When he can move to 10 and take his hand out of it and just freeze it right there at 10,
Yeah.
when they see that on tour, nobody even tries to do it because nobody can do it. we could get 800 here.
He got the break on the Brooklyn. Not to put
Trip
it
to 4.
Yeah, and then just trip to 4. He's
dialing in.
Yeah, he is.
That's how he bowls, man.
That is. Want to say hello to everybody that's watching here. Ray, of course. Tom W, Power Chord, Meteor Storms, M2 Visuals, Morgan,
Morning, everyone.
Michelle. Michelle wants to know, will Sarah be back on the live stream? You know, I don't think she will because they're just moving one pair to the right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I hope one day some sort of financial windfall comes into the inside bowling ecosystem to where I could say, you know what, I'm just going to go spend 30, 40 grand and I'm going to go ahead and set up and give you 6 or 8 streams on this network. I'd love to be able to do that one day. We're kind of in our little lane here. We've got our one stream, picture-in-picture, 8 lanes covered. And then, you know, we try to give you updates on what's happening in the center as well, how things are going.
It's definitely not a cheap proposition to have all the cameras. There he is, Speed Shim.
Oh, that 7 was standing.
And I'm going to tell you something about him also. And I know we're talking a lot about him, but he's that special. He is one of the most unluckiest bowlers I've ever seen, too. You know how people that you watch, they go, oh, yeah, he leaves more solid 8s, solid 9s, ring 10s. Yeah, he is not a lucky bowler either. I mean, he gets everything he deserves. Speed Shim Sim, yeah, it's bad.
Got Stubler with a 5-bagger. You got McKay, who's struck on this lane the last time. He's into different balls now.
Man, he looks like he's in a better leverage spot than he has been in. Usually he's a little sideways and his hand gets a little bit outside of it.
I agree. And I think the amount of oil on the lane is allowing him to, you know, just be a little more fundamentally sound because he doesn't have to project it so far down the lane. Stubler, his right balance arm is not very quiet.
No.
It moves around a lot. And one thing that I said a few years ago is I think Stubler could get even better if he could quiet that arm down.
Oh, there's no doubt. Anytime the least amount of moving parts you can have, the better off you are. There's no doubt. Whether it's your head, whether it's your anything, your trail leg, if it's moving, it's not consistently following through, your arm. If you can get those things where they don't move, watch Simo. Nothing moves on him.
Yeah, and it's easier said than done, especially being a tall guy like
you're right.
Stubler.
He's kind of a GQ-looking guy, too.
He is, yeah.
Look at his head. Never moves. Speed Shim. Book it, Dano. I've watched the guy bowl for him. You could have 800 here, buddy. I heard that Nate Stubler's part-time job is he's a bartender.
Could be the case.
That's what I hear. That's what my people tell me. And I have few people everywhere. Yeah, he's got a great setup.
He's able to creep up there a little bit more, though, because of the amount of volume that's out there. He's able to lay a little bit more into the
Great
lane.
push away. He actually got that one going a little left, and it still rolled up off it. Great shot, Nate Stubler. These are the guys you want to watch, that if you're an up-and-coming lefty or a two-hander. Simo is in time perfectly. I know his looks a little more awkward because
real quick, look at this arm. Look at his arm. This is
what?
Point. See, it just
right down the target line.
flings around a little bit.
A little bit. That's because his hand's open a little bit at the back of the swing, so he has to redirect it at the bottom. If he was a little bit quieter at the top and his hand was a little flatter, it would fall down and he wouldn't have to do that. When he gets in trouble is when he gets around that, you know, where his hand's open at the top and the elbow gets outside.
Simo 4 pins.
No more 8. Oh, no, what's he got? 60. Can't get there. 797. Bum.
Oh, I'm got a little balk. Haven't seen too many of those this week.
I never seen a guy balk on a slide. That was an interesting one. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
It was fading. He usually shoots that cross lane. He shot it right in front of it that time. They teach you as you're growing up. that when you shoot spares, you never move off of what, like if you shoot a Tenpin, if you're 41, you slide on 41, you go across 20, and you make the spare. Whatever your numbers are, Simo doesn't care about that. Simo's a feel guy. If he thinks he has to go straight at it, he'll do that. I mean, he's very unorthodox in the decisions he makes, but they work. Nate Stubler. It's going to be 100 over after this game. I think the one-hand thing, that you asked me a question a little earlier between Eric Jones and him, I think he definitely has the advantage. Eric doesn't seem to have a very good luck. Well, 160 last game.
Hey, Denise, great to have you here in the chat room. Appreciate the compliment. Hopefully everything's going good in D-Town. Nate makes a mean old fashioned.
So I was correct?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my people. I got peeps. I can't think who told me, actually. I think Courtney Ermish told me, actually. He looks like a bartender type guy. You know that?
Yeah.
Good looking guy, get all the tips.
So here's the deal, right? We've had a 299 in game number 1 plus a 273. Game number 2, we had a 287. And in game number 3 now, we've got a possible 290.
Two of the games were on 15 and 16, and this one's on 17 and 18. So you had a lefty have the front 11. You had Simo had the front, what do you have, in front 10?
Yep.
On the same pair, 15 and 16. And then you had Nate's going to bowl 270 here on the pair just to the right of it.
Yep.
Man, he's great at that. You got to get off. I'm feeling a man crush.
We're going to have him for the next 4 games.
Yeah. He's just, I think him being as good a dude as he is makes me like him even more. He's been like a son to me forever. Good businessman. He's got it all going on. See some other scores we got. 275 for Nate. I told you, Simo carries that 4-pin. He's shooting 800. Tell you what, you let him play right here. Oh, that was left. That was not good. And I just said he's not lucky. Snow plowed at home right there.
Also, Justin Medina here bowling with these guys. I was looking at his scores. Did not have a good game, too. But I have been watching him bowl. I do like his game.
Gets it off his hand nice. Could work on a little bit. I mean, he's a little sideways when he lets it go.
Yeah.
It's got to be a little intimidating bowling Anthony and Stubler, you would think.
Yeah, a memory, though. Like, he'll be able to go back to the league and talk to his buddies and be like, hey, I bowled that New Mexico Open. And, yeah, I bowl with Simo and Nate Stubler. These guys are unbelievable.
And I know that both of those guys would be really cool with him, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're not going to be like, oh, by the way, hey, I'm Simo, get away from him.
Right.
I think he's a really good representative. People love Simo. Pretty active ball right there. Yeah, he's got really good ball roll. So you get 275, and then Simo had 797. It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, that was a stop.
Yeah, so this one goes on and on forever.
No, we don't want that.
So then all you do is you just slow roll it.
Which one is the one-time clap?
So there's that, and then you go like that.
Okay.
The one-time clap? I don't know of any one-time clap.
Oh, so it's just that one,
It's
but you
just
got
that,
to
yeah.
Yeah. I got nerves. Kept clapping. I'm like, ooh. It's exciting. I get to touch things here. They got the steel gates up in my other job.
We'll go check in on these other pairs here.
Let's see what we got here. What was Scott LeBeau saying? He made a spare in 20? What does that mean?
I just think he's been missing a bunch of single pin spares. He's
Probably listened yesterday and we were beating him down about this.
Exactly.
What we got on this pair? Who's this young man here? That's
Juan Canez.
yeah. He's got a good look. Struggled a little bit last game at 171. A little bit off topic. By the way, my fills are on fire right now, too. Running the Mets over like a rented mule. Pitching's very strong. Harper had a big bomb last night. Schwarber's got in the 40s now.
Schwarber has really solidified himself as a real modern-day consistent power hitter year to year.
He's a leader, too. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
a clubhouse guy. I think he takes a little heat off Harper.
A lot of people see him as like just this fat dude, but he's got like 10 steals.
Yeah, he's not slow either.
He's just big.
Yeah. Oh, it hit off Wheeler's ankle. Tell me Wheeler didn't get hurt. Oh, no. They got 3 guys legitimately in the Cy Young race. I think Schwarber's a sleeper for the MVP, to be honest.
Yeah, he is. And Nola's not even pitching that well.
He's coming back this week. He's been out for like a month and a half.
Yeah, but before that, his
he was
numbers
average.
weren't very good.
They're going to go into a 6-man rotation. Back to bowling.
3 Cy Young guys. Let me see if I can name them. Jesus.
No.
Christopher Sanchez.
Yes. Zach Wheeler, of course.
Yeah, Wheeler. Who's the other one?
Ranger Suarez.
Oh, Suarez, that's right. Forgot about
And
old
they're
Ranger.
no-name guys. Sanchez and Suarez. You got one of them. If you asked a lot of people that are baseball fans, they wouldn't know those 2 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Nola, who historically has been a very good pitcher. But this year, like you say, he's been a little sketchy.
I got lucky and drafted Sanchez last year in my fantasy league.
Yeah, he's a good player. Kershaw pitched good last night, too. He's really rounded into shape.
We'll come back over here for the 9th and 10th. Got a couple finals coming in here. Brandon Knowles can still get to 210.
Quentin Bell can still have 225. Oh, 195, my fault. There's a lot of guys that throw it nice this morning. You know what I mean? You can see the talent level is definitely coming in. A lot of young kids too. Early 20s. Snowplow, baby, snowplow. Take it. That's the guy. Remember, he came up to us and said the pattern's very fair.
Yeah.
He says, I'm going to get him. He bowled okay yesterday. Oh, solid 9. Juan Canes with a strike in the ninth, can shoot 220. What's happening there? The back door open or something?
Looks like it.
124, yeah. Yeah, somebody's coming in and out. Weber be having a seizure right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, he's doing really good, man. He's bowling incredible. He's in play to make the show every week. It's like he's been resurrected. I think he had a little time off last year, and that got his thought process a little straighter, and definitely doing really good.
Quentin Bell, 191.
Yep. Here's like we talked about, 180. Look, 9 out, 9 out. He has 5 9-outs in 2 games, buddy. Not picking on him. We're just, stating fact.
Yeah.
He definitely can strike enough.
Double in the 10th.
Gave away 55 pins. You know what I mean? That's a lot in 3 games. And think about it. He didn't shoot any spares the first game.
Yep.
Kid's a good bowler. He don't look very old either, does he?
No. Mason Edmondson.
I think that's good, though, that seeing at these events where, you get some of the younger kids coming out to try. Been nice to have a Ryan Barnes and a Spencer Robars and Brandon Bonta and some guys like that come over, The young kids from here. It's a pretty good drive, but if you're a bowler, you go everywhere. Ask Tom Hess. That guy would drive 5 hours for a 9 no tap, 3-6-9 sweeper that paid $100 to win. Juan Canes. Oh, big double. A smooth game. Not a lot of muscle. That's the key, too, like we talked about. Having a good arm swing is not having any muscle, just letting the ball get to the top of the swing and fall down. That was another thing when we were talking about Stubler. He doesn't pull it down from the top at all.
$169 for Randy Jackson.
Yes, sir. Scott LeBeau, 180.
80.
Yep. Juan cut that one off a little bit.
$159 for Will Davis.
Correct. Yeah, I didn't know where you were looking up the corner there. Jeremiah. Struggling today. Had a decent look yesterday.
Yep. Jackson's bowling good, though. 4-bagger going in the 10th.
Jackson bowled 240 last.
Oh, couldn't trip to 4.
I think he's got a nice game, too. 206 for Juan. Nice solid game. Second one in the 10th, he cut it off a little bit. Tell you what, the Jackson, he don't look very old either. I mean, he looks like a kid.
138 for Xavier.
By the way, you're a kid to me, though, Mike.
I know.
You like having somebody older around you. That's why.
I know.
Makes you feel young.
I don't know.
I've never figured you as acting like an old guy ever anyhow.
I try to
Have fun.
I try to take anything that I've soaked up over the years. I just think I can learn more from people that are older than me. I just try to pass it along.
He's got the 5-pin laying down. Hopefully he sees that. He doesn't.
He's re-racking.
Oh, is he? Okay.
123.
123 there, yep. Mason can sheet for 2-1. He's in the 2-0s now. This gets him into 2 teens. Push. 10 back. Give his girlfriend a little.
She's here supporting.
I like that. The question I always have is interesting is like, comes back, he's talking to her about bowling. I wonder if she even bowls. Or is she just being the supporting girlfriend going, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? It's,
Probably a bowler
I would think so.
to some degree.
Simo made a spare. Man, the reactive ball
216.
push a little bit. Up 216.
Jackson can bowl 222.
He's not a little guy either. He's a big dude. Oh, Stubler with the messenger right next to him. Left off his hand.
Book it.
Book it, Dano. 222. 70 over for the last 2, but
Head
that's
into
huge.
game 4.
Dude, the squad's flying by. I like it.
And I believe just like that, our standings are updated.
No. I just saw him.
After 3.
Sarah Bowl 150. Darn it. Down to 8 guys in plus. Anthony Simonson at 797 for the first 3. Nate Stubler 701 in second. David McKay 62 over in third. Noah Gallegos 59 over in fourth. Dallas Leong, another big game. 230 for Dallas. 234 gets him to 49 over after a 157 start. Jackson Witt, who just bowled 68 over for the last 2, now 40 over in 6th. Scott LeBeau, 19 over in 7th. Brandon Knowles, +2 in 8th. Eric Jones with a nice 220 to get back to 1 under. 3 to go. I could see him shooting 70 over or so these next 3 to get into the number. That 216 helps Mason, 30 over. And then Sarah struggled that game with 157. Simo's bowling on like another playing field, it looks like almost.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, he just went into the reactive ball, into the speed shim at 10. Yeah, right in front of us here. That's usually his luck.
Well, as the pattern stretches down lane, you know, it is, and you're using reactive, you do kind of got to either get that ball or really get into that roll, as you mentioned. But I don't think this ball's rolling like the other one, right? This one is going to hydroplane more, right?
Not near as early.
So you're gonna occasionally leave some bad entry angle 1-3 pocket hits, and this can be a result.
Correct.
There's Simo shooting it up the right
I told
side
you, right now he's testing everything. You know what I mean? He's got 197 over. He knows in. There's nothing for being the leader. He's in the bracket. Now he's just seeing what, you know, he's trying to build his bag for the matches for tomorrow.
Yep.
Smart man.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Nate Stubler starting out with a double and a 9. Now, who do we have in view right next to him? I believe we have Eric Jones in view now. All right, on 17 and 18 now we have Derek Phillips, Marcus Medina, and Eric Jones on the right lane. 9 regional titles at 20 years old for Eric Jones. Young man on lane 18's made TV shows on tour. Solid, solid bowler. Quiet guy, doesn't say much. Rev rate, 470. I don't think Simon likes that very much. I like the young man's game right here, Justin Medina. Solid game. He's got to get that. He's got to get a little more square at the line. He's got great ball roll. It's amazing the difference. I think Mike made a great point that the quality of player, the guys that bowl as their job every single day, you can see the difference now. The top two guys, you know, are running away with the squad, and they both bowl for a living. I think there's variables, you know, the repeatability, the consistent making spares. I think that's the hardest thing is people change their mindset when they miss a couple spares, you know. The regional bowlers, the tournament players, the league bowlers, when they come out to bowl, you know, they get a little flustered when they leave a couple single pin misses. Then they start pressing and looking at the score instead of just trying to keep making good shots. Easy spare for Nate. Our man Jackson Witt over here on the bottom, you can see on the end lane 24. He's got 68 over the last two with a double to start here. Solid game. Xavier Provencher. Woo! Dirty messenger across the lane. Nice shot by Justin Medina right in front of us. Still gets a little bit. He's got to get his feet under him a little bit more. Got his hand on his side a little bit. Didn't get it to read early enough in the front part of the lane. You can see he's got around that one. I'm going to tell you what, this young man right there on 17, when he gets striking, get out of the way. That dude can strike. 20 years old. You'll get to see Dio Bernard a little bit later, too, a young man that won a PBA title last year. Let's keep an eye on Jackson Witt here on 23 on the bottom. Got Dallas Leon coming our way soon, too. Young man from Dallas, Las Vegas, where I live at. There's an old school solid game right there. Right in the middle of the 310 for Samo. Jackson leaked it a little bit on it. Got to get some count there, young man. Come on. Giving away pins. 2 counts is 4 there. Come on. Like we said, 23, if you get it going away from the pocket on lane 23, it will not hook. Get the count, young man. Eric Jones starting to dial in with a 4-bagger. Little shaker by Nate. Who we got bowling next to those guys here? Marcus Medina and Derek Phillips bowling on the pair with Eric Jones here on 17 and 18. Next game we'll have Mark Curtis Jr., Dallas Leong, and Clint Watkins. He'll be looking at something else here shortly. Justin Medina. Man, if you look, it's amazing how if you just get it, your angle where it's not started early enough in the front, getting it to face up to the pocket, it will not turn the corner. Because as soon as it hits that speed bump down lane with those 7 2-2s, it will not pick up. You'll see a lot of that washout, super washout, all throughout the day on our next two squads in addition to this one. Marcus Medina here on the left lane. Get out of there. That's how bowling was for a long time right there. Nice arm swing. Good push away, let it swing. Remember everything is the result of your push away. If you push away straight, the rest has a chance to be correct. If it's not straight, nothing good's gonna happen. Good spare by Marcus. See if Jackson can get back on it for a double here. Mental mistake in the third where I left the 1-2-10 and missed them all. Nice and slow. Great shot. Tickled the 5 out. Bad shot by Eric there. He's not happy with himself. Coming after a 4-bagger. Covering them both up. Pacing 2-teen now. Big messenger. Big messenger off to the right by Brandon Knowles. Good shot by Scott LeBeau. Got a 4-bagger now on the bottom right. Xavier Provencher, front 5. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Bottom right in the yellow and black shirt. Two-hander. Oh, got that a little left. Brooklyn. Oh, catch it. Hit it. Just didn't trust that one. Tried to jam it in instead of just letting it roll. Easy spare. Jackson's giving away pins. Give away 6 now. Got 2 dubs and only has 100 in the 6th. Got to get some pins. Xavier made that spare. Scott LeBeau on a 4-bagger, bottom right here. Nate Stubler can strike out in the 10th for 227. Simo's fishing around a little bit here, trying to see if he can move in, if he still has to play straight with the urethane. I think if he was bowling for score where it mattered even more, not being 197 over for the first 3, I think he would still be going straight, but he's trying to look for better, build that bag for tomorrow. Nice shot by Eric Jones. These are 2 of the best young lefties, up-and-coming lefties on tour right now. Nice shot by David McKay, who bowled 299 the first game. Scott leaked it a little left. Left to 367, got 2, 133 in the 7th. Getting a look at Derek Phillips right there. Brooklyn, got to be a little bit taller and just let it swing. He's got a lot of muscle. Needs to just relax and make good shots. There's where Simon would be playing if it mattered. It does matter, but I mean his score, now he's just trying to figure some things out. Soft 10 for Jackson on the bottom right. Stubler needs this one to get into the 220s. 10 back. Looks very, very comfortable. Marcus Medina with a great shot right there. Mr. Flanagan's back.
Yeah, I am.
Got a lot of good things going on here. We had the front 5 by Xavier Provencher. You got our man Jackson. He's giving away some pins. His youth is showing a little bit. Stubler's in the 220s. We got Eric Jones right in front of us shooting 240. Stubler 220. Simo's fishing. It's funny, he moved all over the lane. Oh, we got to go back to this while you're here. I need that frame to replay. Does that help you?
Frame 6.
Frame 6, lane 20. Man, my nose is itching. You'll appreciate it. It involves Mr. Simonson.
I don't know if I can go back that far.
Oh, really? He left the 310 and he put it right in the middle.
I think I got 3 minutes.
Do you? Yeah, he left the 310 and put it right in the middle.
Yeah, not having any luck on that one.
It's cool, though. He left the 310 and put it right in the middle. He's tried to move all over the lane and he can't strike anywhere but playing straight. I believe Nate might beat him in the squad.
Nate just had 227.
Yep, 227 for Nate. Bad break for Marcus Medina. Xavier had a good look. If he keeps his speed down on your bottom right here on 23, just gets a little firm, and that lane's tight like we talked about. 23 has that little extra push where it just gets through it. Our man, Mr. McKay, had 2 more misses this game. Another 9 miss and a 5-2. He's giving away a lot of pins, Mr. Flanagan. See if Eric Jones can finish strong here. His look looks okay. .167 for Simo.
You know, this is kind of reminiscent of what Matt Zweig did. You know, Matt Zweig got a lot early, and then really his scores came down drastically.
Yeah. It happened yesterday to the young man, too. There was 100 over after the first two.
Yeah.
Aiden, yeah.
Simo's fine, but
Oh,
I
he
mean,
just-
but to
he's
bowl
searching
160, right? I mean,
I would give his rate of effort that game. Not effort of trying, but he moved all over. He got all the way into playing 20. He's looking for things. I think what you just said applies to Mr. McKay. 299 the first game. You know what I mean? He struggled missing 2 single pins, 3 the next game. He's got another single pin. He's got 6 single pin misses in this round. Never seen Eric Jones wear shorts ever. You know that? He was in Vegas. It was 120 last year. Me, him, and Sarah, and he had long pants on. That's a great game right there, buddy. I'm the offender, Mike. My fault.
162 for Derek.
Yep, 227 for Jones.
Swap over here. Oh, wait a minute. What in the world did I just do?
That was like a replay. Oh, he made the 210. That's why. Oh, that was from earlier.
When I was trying to mess with that one replay, I guess I accidentally had that layer still highlighted.
First mistake I ever seen you make.
Yeah, I know. There'll be more of them.
I'm going to tell you, you don't make many, buddy.
157 for Marcus Medina.
Yep. Your producing skills are pretty strong there, Michael. No doubt.
Well, I mean, it's my least favorite thing to do if I'm being
And you're very good at
totally
it.
honest.
Who likes to do it? The problem is you put the time in to be good at it. So there's no, you're like that. You're very fast.
Yeah, I got him. 165 for Randy Jackson.
Yep. Ken Xavier finished the game for 239. Xavier Provencher or Provencher, however. I have to need the official pronunciation.
Scott LeBeau, 192.
Yep. Quentin Bell. Oh, slapped the 10 out. I like the way he bowls. Solid bowler, very compact, you know what I mean? Good speed, good reverie.
Let's see if we see the 2, 4, 8, 10 get picked up again for about the 3rd time, 4th time maybe now.
4th time. Yeah, we made 3 yesterday in all different ways. You had one the correct way, if there's such a thing. On this lane here, it got made yesterday, and it was the funny one where the pin went off the wall and kind of went all the way across. It's easy to leave on 23.
Jackson went plus 40 coming into this game, had a chance to bowl 210 and washes out.
Did it 3 times on that lane, bud. He has 3 counts on that lane. Watch. He's got a 5, and a 7 on that lane. He's got 17 and 3 balls on that lane.
Xavier bowls 207.
Yep. The problem is he's giving away pins here, Mike. He got none on one of them. Got them all that time. Great spare. That's a big bailout right there.
It is, especially sitting there at plus 40.
Yep. It's an extra 12 pins right there, 11 pins. Christian Yelich have a very solid year quietly. Great shot by Mr. Knowles. See if Quentin Bell can clean it up right in front of us. Got a little bit, like to see that swing a little more quiet. Slapped the 10 out.
184 for Jackson Witt.
Yep.
bottom right of your screen, Game 5 is getting underway. We're still finishing Game 4 here on the main.
Yep, we have Mark Curtis Jr., Dallas Leong, and Clint Watkins moving over there, Mike. Dallas had 2 big games after a slow start. I don't know what he had that game. You know what? We might be we're getting Sarah Clausen back for her mom. Or is that her sister, Michelle?
Dallas had 213 in Game 4.
Yeah. Ringing 7 for McKay. See if Brandon Knowles can go forward after this 4-bagger.
Oh, there's a little shaker 4. Hit the 1-3 really light.
See if he can make the spare. The last couple games have been a little sketchy on the spares. Right in the middle. Good spare. Sure, it's bothering him, very badly to miss that many spares. Not really. I'm not giving him a hard time. We're just saying that, when the lanes are this difficult, you have to make those spares because you can't have doubles and triples and 4-baggers to make up for when you miss the spares. That was a good one.
Bless you.
I think in history I'm one of the loudest sneezers ever, and I don't even try to do it. I'll give you an interesting tendency for Simon that I've noticed over all the years. When he has a really good look, he finds someone in the back to talk to, whether he doesn't know the guy at all.
Oh, yeah.
He picks like one person every pair, like he's talking to the manager here now.
Yep.
You'll see when he has a really good look, he just goes back into the crowd and he'll, like a random person, he'll just start shooting a breeze with him. He's done that ever since he was a kid. I would call Simo the common man. You know what I mean? Everybody likes him. McKay can still get to 2-1. I don't think that, you know what, Mike, we had a conversation earlier about, how some memory last night from league. I don't think so. There's obviously some big scores, but most of the scores look pretty consistent with what we've seen, throughout the last 2 days.
Yeah, I don't know, though. We have had front 8s, front 9s, front 10s. We haven't had that yet.
Look at the people that had them, though.
Yeah, definitely elevated skill set.
Yeah, people that do it as their job. Could it be a little softer? Yeah. I don't think it's ridiculous where it's, I was joking that it's going to skew the cut score. No.
No, that's not going to take place because some of these scores are going to be bold. They were going to make it in anyway. But I do think Frankie should have bowled this morning.
He was scheduled to bowl this morning and he changed it.
I know, but I think he made the decision not to.
Correct. He changed to 1. I don't think they're going to be I don't think they're going to be quite as good at 1. Or is it 2?
1 today.
We got 1 and 6 today left, right?
Yeah.
Squads F and G. Eric Jones will make this cut. Starting to get comfortable.
201.
Yep.
All right, inverting the stream, officially going into game number 5. Glad you're with us here on Inside Bowling, watching New Mexico Open 2025 edition. Jim Callahan, myself, Mike Flanagan here, bringing you all the action. Should have standings update here after 4 in just a momento. They are there, and let's take a look. Simonson leads at plus 164. Stubler now at plus 128. Noah Gallegos has bowled 3 really solid games and a grind game there for plus 107. Mark Curtis Jr. is plus 98. Dave McKay at plus 63. Dallas Leong at plus 62. Dylan Donahue is now at plus 31 after bowling 268. Brandon Knowles 225 is now up to 27. Eric Jones is at 26 over in 9th and 10th. Jackson Witt at plus 24. One other player plus Scott LeBeau at plus 11 right now. 11 of 30 are plus.
Got my boy with the in and out jersey working right here. Mark Curtis, who's bowling really well. It's 114 over for the last 2. 124 over, I'm sorry. 258, 266. Dallas got a cool jersey working. He's got like the Boy Scout sash thing going on. I like it. That's one of my favorite things to do. I like looking at what people's thoughts are about stuff.
BRB.
Dallas Leong, he's got the one thing he's very, very good at. He can throw it slow. He can make his ball read the front. He can keep it in front of him. He's a grinder. He's never out of it. Really good at keeping his hand forward, nice and slow. Mark Curtis, 124 over the last 2. Looks like a urethane ball in his hand. Solid game, good push away. Really good shot right there. That man's a good player right there. Brandon Knowles on the bottom of the screen on the right. Great shot. That was Clint Watkins with a nice shot there on 18. Let's see if Dallas can keep that speed down, make a really good shot. Mike. A deadwood down there on 24, right in front of the head pin. Sarah Clausen out of the right of our screen. Dallas with the 10 pin. Tried to help a little bit with the deadwood there. And Mark Curtis has impressed me here. Great setup, look ball right in front of his thigh. Watch the push away. Very into the swing quickly. Got that one right fast. This young man, Mr. Curtis, is a player right here. I don't know him either. He should be. He's got to be from California or Vegas, but because he's got the in and out on. In and out started in California, so got a really nice game. Simple swing.
Appreciate everybody with the nice compliments here in the chat. Michelle is Sarah's mom, by the way. And the Biggest Bird says, great stream quality and great commentary. Thanks, everyone on Inside Bowling team. You're welcome. I want to welcome in all of our 475 viewers watching the 2025 New Mexico Open 21st edition here at Tenpins More in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, suburb of Albuquerque. This tournament is presented by Brunswick. Check out brunswickbowling.com for a full list of their products.
By the way, Sarah has the Sarah Clausen has the front 10 on 15 and 16. No, that's spare 10-bagger. See the top right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They are quite a bit ahead of everybody.
Way ahead. I'm watching her, and she's right to the left of our screen, and I see her fist pumping every frame, yeah. Got a really big game. That'll put her back into play.
She's minus 65 right now.
If she strikes here, she's going to be 35 over with 1 to go.
I want to thank our associate sponsors, Shamrock Foods, Jani King, Western Bowling Proprietors Insurance, Tenpins More, and of course here at Inside Bowling.
290, Sarah Clausen.
Right back in it.
That must be the magic pair because 15 and 16 has had Simon with the front 10. It's had McKay with the front 11, and it's had her with the back 11.
Yep.
15 and 16 is the magic good pair. Let me make a note of that.
Also, I believe this event last year had 166 entries for the tournament.
That is
itself.
correct.
We are on pace with re-entries to surpass that
Nice.
now. There will be more overall entries. I realize it's not unique, but we are going to have, looks like we're going to have more entries than last year. Simonson has started strike spare, Stubler strike, open strike.
Tell you what, Brandon Mooney throws it nice. Brandon Knowles, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say Brandon Mooney's from Chicago.
I know, in my mind. Simo back to what he was, what he would be doing if it mattered right now for him.
Well, you mentioned it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know if he played brackets. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm in brackets, if I played brackets, if I'd be, no, I'm just going to take this game right in the middle of the set and just fish around for a while.
That's how he bowls, though. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Ask him, say, did you fire in?
Did you get in brackets? Did you get any brackets? Oh, yeah? Okay, hey.
Thought you were fishing a lot in the 160 game there.
Hey, I was just, Jim says that game he thought you were fishing around.
I know you.
And I just brought up the point, I don't know if he is or not because there's brackets in play.
Yeah, I just don't think there's that many.
No, it's not a fire. I mean, our brackets here were running like 4 and 5 a game. Like, it's not anything crazy.
You know, if we started later, if we started the finals later, I could fly to Dallas. I could bowl a team event with like 400 brackets tonight. And I could be back tomorrow before we bowl. It's not quite enough time.
And you know what's funny? He's not kidding.
Yeah.
He's not kidding one bit, by the way. You realize
There's a
that.
big event down in Dallas this weekend.
Team event, yeah.
Yeah, where there'd be 400 brackets. He's like, I'll just fly there, go bowl tonight, get into 400 brackets, and fly back here and bowl in the morning.
And he's not kidding one iota.
Yeah. He goes, if there were 2 buys for the top 8 and he qualified in the top 8, he'd consider it.
No doubt in my mind he would do it. He's an action guy. He likes, he likes the thrill of making a lot of, he likes money.
Oh, hey, good point from Brian here in the chat. Didn't Simo shim 15 and 16 with plastic in practice? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand how that's relevant.
We're talking about how 15 and 16 is such an incredible, it's the magic
He
pair.
started on 13 and 14.
Okay, well then that's where the guy was asking here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you were asking.
Yeah, he said didn't
That's why I was
Simo shim 15 and 16 with plastic in practice?
No, 13 and 14.
The answer is no. He started on 13 and 14.
Brandon Knowles, Dave McKay, and Quentin Bell bowl there. Quentin and Brandon throw a very similar high rev rate right around second arrow. They might have shimmed it a little bit for him. That's a really good pair, though, no doubt. And it's funny, I haven't noticed that the last couple days. Have you?
No, not
We haven't seen any
particularly.
big
no.
scores. Everything running smoothly today, sir?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
like it. Tell you what, this young man, Brandon Knowles, on the end that just bowled here on 24. Solid bowler, Mike. Good arm swing. Keeps it in front of him. See, Stubler has one of those pairs now where, you know, if he gets a little left, it won't come off it. Where, you know, you get about 4 or 5 frames in and you go, hey, is this a pair I can bowl 230? And if not, you go, hey, let me get my 185 and move on, or 190. Simon has a 610 up. How do you think he's shooting it? Cross lane or in front of it?
In front of it.
Dallas Leong for a triple right in front of us. Oh, trip to 9. And strike out for 234, going into the 10th. He's not using his plastic ball. He's kind of in the middle. No, that was cross lane. Ball picked up speed going across the lane.
Yeah, pitch black.
Yep.
He's just balled up to go cross lane to spares.
Yeah, got tired of his plastic ball bailing to the right. Here comes a guy who's going to put a beating on him right there. Man in that pink shirt over there.
Oh, yeah. Zach Wilkins.
Because he's good at doing that, too, keeping it right in front of him. He's such a happy guy, Zach. You know
He
that?
is.
I like
I
the
know.
dude. Brandon Knowles right in front of us on, what do you call the bottom box again?
PIP. Picture in picture.
Picture in
Bottom
picture.
right. Yeah, that's what I call it.
Okay.
I remember in the, I believe it was in the mid-90s, TVs came out with picture in picture. It was
Yeah.
a game changer.
That was my wheelhouse in those days. Brandon got a little right. Ooh, oh, dirty solid 9 right there. That's not even fair. Come on.
Strike spare 999.
Wow. They play the lanes very similarly.
Yep, they do.
Quentin and Brandon Knowles. See if Stubler can bail this out to our right down there. In front of us, we got Mark Curtis. Coming off 520. He's going to bowl 170 this game, sir. I feel like you're mad at me, Mike. You know why?
Why?
You got your back to me.
I'm looking at scores. I'm trying to enter in scores.
I know. I'm very sensitive. Didn't you know that?
I got these two laptops here.
You are working hard.
Yeah, if I sit straight, it's
hard to do. Okay.
Yeah, if I'm right here, my tendency is I like to go like this.
Back and forth.
Like I like to go to my right. I'm not as good at
going to the left.
Like this hand has to come off the table to come over to the left. If I'm like
Explains
this,
it all.
If I'm like this, my left hand is always in the right spot.
169, Mark Curtis. He was on 1 and 2 to start out with.
Thank you.
Not 1 and 2, but the first pair.
Yep. Mark Curtis had, what was that score again?
169.
Thank you.
175 for Clint.
Watkins.
Watkins, yeah.
179.
175.
5.
Dallas can still strike out for 230. Him and his merit badges he has on his jersey.
I'll tell you, one of the best things that I've ever done here is I bought this little laptop right here, this MacBook Air from Patrick Martinez when he was upgrading his computer.
Yeah.
He sold me this MacBook Air for $250. It's the best $250 I ever spent in my life.
That's nice.
Because it's just, it allows me to let this be the main streaming machine. I don't have to try to do all this in here. I've got this extra computer here.
Sounds like a great investment.
Super lightweight, battery life's long as can be, and I only use it when I live stream as my secondary
That's cool.
unit. I love this little MacBook Air. It's just perfect for what I'm doing here.
I think the one thing about you, Mike, that I like is that, not the only thing, but one of the things that I like. You're always trying to make your business better. You know what I mean? Make it simpler.
Well,
Always the process. You always try to make it easy.
Well, every time we do something new to make this better, it's one more thing I got to keep track of. So I have to work more efficiently. I have to come up with ways to be able to handle more with the same resource.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to make my life as easy as possible when I can, even if it involves spending money. I will tell you, the amount of T-shirts and merch that we sell on Inside Bowling, even though I'm always kind of pushing for more, I am so grateful for the support that we've gotten. It has allowed me to be able to do a lot of things and make my life easier when I do this.
Can I have a raise?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Maybe we'll be able to get your own room sometime in future streams.
By the way, have I complained about it?
No.
I told you we'd figure it out when we got here, didn't I?
Yeah.
I shocked you a little bit.
Still
but-
kind of dropped the ball on that one, but
No, you didn't. We're a team, buddy. That's how it works.
go over here. Simo, high hard one.
Man, Sarah and them were done really fast.
They were.
Like, look how slow they are over here, and they got 3. There's a 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Jones is making a good run. Now he's bowling 180.
The only other thing I'd really like to have here, Jim, is I'd like to have one more monitor, and I'd actually like for it to be a little bit clearer
Than that one?
or bigger. Yeah. Now I've had that one for 10 years, and it's my Road Warrior. It actually fits in a Pelican. It kind of gets beat up. Like,
Now I know what to get you for Christmas.
yeah. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I would have been able to get it here though, with my limitations of what I could send and pack and ship and all that stuff.
So obviously you've gotten your money's worth out of it.
Oh yeah.
You've had it forever.
Yeah. That's the other thing is the equipment that I do use, I try not to cheapen out on it so that it lasts a longer period of time.
I agree with that.
I bought this $2,800 MacBook Pro at the end of the year last year.
That's a nice computer.
I didn't need it. My other one was working fine, but I thought, you know, what if I need more power? Well, guess what happened? We got HD this year, so boom, I needed it.
It's very nice.
When you own your own business, sometimes at the end of the year, it's a good idea to make a purchase or two to offset a few things with Uncle Sam. Little 4-pin there.
This is one of those 180 pairs for Steuben. Boy, grabbed a double, thought he had it. It's going to be a 170 pair, actually.
We're already in game 6 on the left side of your screen here, finishing up game 5 on the right side.
Sarah with the long ponytail today. Simon flew by that 4-pin. Shot a 4-pin and skidded right by it.
I saw Verity Crawley do something very similar on the very long pattern at one of the PWBA stops this year.
What's that?
Just, there was so long and there was so much oil in the middle that her spare game, it just, she was missing spares left and right because it's just not normal. 186 for Jones.
Yep. 189 for
Derek Phillips.
A on top. Yep, and then Mr. Medina will be finishing shortly. Sarah started with an open there after 290. She's in the teens now, up to current score. She was 30 over or so.
Good shot.
Yeah. Tell you what, she's invested. She likes bowling. One thing I'll say, that's tell you one thing that's interesting. Most, and you'll attest to this, you know, being on the road as long as we are and as long as we've been, the people in the bowling community are really nice people. You know that, the majority of them?
Yeah. $170 for Mr. Marcus Medina.
Yes, sir, you are correct. I miss the old carts that they used to bring the bullpen people out in.
Oh, yeah.
The big, that look like the hats or
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
The reason I say that, they just took a player off that got hurt for the Phillies to the thing. Brandon Knowles with a tough 4.9 there.
Are you a helmet nachos guy? Oh, Simo.
Am I what?
He just missed a 4-7.
Yeah, he missed a 4-pin, then he missed a 7-pin. I think he's stuck or something. Yeah, he's looking bottom. Am I a what guy?
Are you a helmet nachos guy?
I've had him before.
You know, where they got the helmet,
Yeah.
and then they put the nachos.
I'm the ice cream
cheese
guy
in
in
there.
the helmet, the mini helmet.
I'd like to go on a. I'd like to try to figure out a baseball trip with you once a year. That would be fun.
Oh, that'd be great.
We should figure that out.
We'd have a lot of fun.
You still doing the All-Star thing or no?
Dallas. The jersey, were you an Eagle Scout?
No.
Fill me in.
This is Russell from Up.
What is it?
Russell from Up.
Russell from Up?
Yeah. Wilderness Explorers.
You know what that is, Mike?
Yeah, it's a Disney movie.
Okay, never mind. I'm old, man. I'm old. I don't know
You
that.
see me gluing grips. I'm not no scout.
That is true. What is it? Russell from Up?
Up, the movie Up. Yeah.
Is it a Disney, like, is it a real movie or is it like a cartoon movie?
So it's a cartoon movie, pixelated. Pixar is what I'm trying
I
to
can't
say.
believe I'll have to go home and watch that one. I like the Pixar movies. Yeah, we got to pick the places that you like. Got to pay attention to the weather. I don't like the steaming hot places for the baseball trip. St. Louis is the hottest place I ever went to, the All-Star game there in '09. Sat in right field. Oh, my God. I felt like one of them chicken on a
Yeah,
rotisserie.
you were just cooking.
Oh, it is brutal. Like I say, I have one stadium left now.
Which one?
Atlanta, the new one. And I missed it because the All-Star game was there this year or last year, and I didn't get to go. I've went 15 out of the last 16. Always have a good time with my friend Dave Eichinger. Guy with the coolest job in the world. He does got a good job. Got hands the hats and the shirts to when they win the Super Bowl, goes out on the field and gives it to them. Oh, he's got the dream job. Loves the bowl. Stubler 179. I said he had to get 180 out of it.
204 for Knowles.
Yep. 204 for. Yep, you got that. I was thinking Mooney again in my head.
Quentin Bell still gets a 225.
25, yep, if he strikes. Clean game for McKay so far. Tough spare. Oh, fell over. Left 2-4.
Stubler 179.
Yep.
Oh, I like that shot.
Yeah, that was good. Justin's a solid bowler. You called it.
Yeah.
He's made some really good shots. Like I say, if you could get his balance a little bit better. I was wondering if his father is Marcus right here. Bowling right next to each other. He's bowling with Eric on the pair right next to him.
Yeah, I don't think we've mentioned this to anybody, but the way they get lane assignments is just a blind draw.
Yeah.
They've got sheets of paper up there, and you draw, and that's what happens.
Yeah, he's got great ball roll. Got to round that one a little bit too much, which makes it get through the front. Remember, when you rotate it, makes your ball go longer.
McKay, bolt 201.
Yep. 201.
One.
Justin Medina, 164. Oh, I thought Simon missed another one. Simon going to be in the 180s. Simon's kind of got like the share, Messi, Adele, the one name thing.
That's true.
You know what's funny? I call him Anthony. I have my whole life.
I knew him when he was a little ant.
Yeah.
I remember Chris Johnson being in my chat room when Anthony was on the stream
Yep.
for the first time ever, and he says, "Hey guys, that's a little ant." I go, "Little ant." And then if you watch the documentary that Flo put together
Yep.
several years ago, they talk about how he was called a little ant.
Yeah, I was in that one, actually. They had low standards and needed somebody to fill about 30 seconds.
Just like that, our standings are updated. Oh, no, waiting for one. Jeremiah Martin.
New leader.
Noah Gallegos is going to go to the lead at plus 151. Crazy to think that Simonson's not leading this tournament.
It's interesting to me because I think sometimes he loses interest a little bit, knowing he already made the cut. And I know you said he's in the bracket thing, but he's fishing a little bit, and he's just, now he wants to be done so that he can, I don't know what he's going to do the rest of the day.
Scores after 5 are in. As you can see, Noah Gallegos goes to the lead. 239, 186, 234, 248, 244, plus 151. Simonson now second at plus 147. Nate Stubler's third at plus 107. Dallas Leong fourth at plus 82. Mark Curtis Jr. in fifth at plus 67. Dave McKay now sixth at plus 64. Jackson Witt plus 44 is seventh. Brandon Knowles is eighth at plus 31. Ninth, Sarah Clausen after the Bull Net 290 game is plus 25. Quentin Bell is 10th at plus 18. Dylan Donahue 11th at plus 14. And we have 12 players plus on the squad. Eric Jones sits at plus 12.
That's a nice comeback by Jackson Witt right there. After that 180 we watched in front of us with the 3 washouts, he bowls 220. That's a really nice comeback for him. And then Sarah bowling 290 after 168.
We'll hang out here, and then we'll finish our squad out on lanes 21 through 24 as they're just getting underway in early stages of this game. You still got Simon Stubler over there. And our next squad will be here at 2 o'clock, folks. We'll have it at 2 o'clock. Excuse me, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. I'm confused. Yesterday was 2 o'clock. Today is 1 o'clock. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make things real easy for everybody.
You're going to pull the schedule up, aren't you?
There it is. There's the schedule.
Got that handsome young lad, Francois Lavoie, up on top.
Yeah, he'll be on for F squad today.
Yep.
Sarah with a strike. Double.
Huge.
Cut score, we were kind of talking about it. Around even is going to get you right there.
It's hard because, like, now it's different. You had your 4 leaders that didn't make it, or that made it, but they were going to make it anyhow.
Yeah.
And, it's one in, I don't really have a good grip on it. Like, see, I think you're paying attention that even you think is going to be close.
I do.
How many people do we have plus overall right now?
Yeah, so how I came up with this was up to Friday at 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last squad yesterday.
So
how many pluses we got?
You've got 18, but you got to subtract 2 because 2 people have gone plus twice in this number. So you got to go to 16. 16 of 105 entries, so you're looking at about 15% or plus. So if we end up with 170 entries or so, you take 15% of that is around 25.
25 people, yeah.
Right, and if we end up getting to the 32 bracket, that means it'll go minus.
Yeah, you figure you have 16 people plus there. This squad has 12.
Yep.
So that could push it up a little bit. That's 28 right there.
Definitely could.
Yeah, that could push it up a little
without
bit.
question, yeah. So
I still, if I was guessing, I would say around 20. And that's just purely speculative. You have more solid numbers. But
yeah, I told somebody last night, what's going to take to make the cut? And I said, if you bowl 40 over,
Lock.
you're 99% in.
Mortal lock.
Unless something crazy were to happen.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to give that 1% still in there. But 40 is great. I think even, I said last night, 85% chance of making it at even.
Yeah.
And I said, I think if you bowl minus 10, you got a 50-50 chance of making it.
Yeah.
That's what I said last
I
night.
said 30 the other day, the first day. Might be a skosh high. You know what I mean? I would guess somewhere between 15 and 25 probably.
I'll let Jim answer this question.
Uh-oh.
Mike, do they have any good sports card shops down there in New Mexico?
We went to one yesterday that was okay. Person that worked there had a little bad attitude, but we won't say any names, right?
No, we will not.
The guy was a little salty with Mike. Very nice to me.
I walked up to I just said, hey, that Brock Bowers card numbered to
Yeah, like a blue yellow.
Yeah, what was it numbered to
149.
149. I said they had $140 on the card, and I looked at the recent bids, and the last 4 have averaged around $80. And I said, hey, would you guys be willing to move this for kind of what recent comps are going for? And the guy had to make a phone call and said we would do it for 120. Then the other guy came over.
Oh, yeah, it started out with a young kid.
Yeah.
Let me preface the story,
Yeah.
and then you can finish. So the young kid comes over, just a young guy working in the shop, says, I got to call somebody. Then out of the blue, some guy that looks like a pit bull come out. Go ahead, now you can go.
Yeah, he actually looked like Bald Bull from Over the Top. Yeah. Comes over. If Bald Bull and Sammy Ventura had a baby, it would be this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy walks over, and he goes, I use Card Ladder. I pay for Card Ladder. That's going to give you the most recent comps.
That's real sales.
Through eBay.
Real sales.
And I go, okay, real sales. And I'm looking at eBay comps, and he's only looking at the cards that were like $139.99 or best offer. And if you go to 130 point, you see what the best offer was on this card.
Yeah, it tells you what it is.
Yeah, it's right around 80 bucks. And so I'm like, he goes, look at this. I go, yeah, but can we just cost average the last 5 comps?
And he had this little crease in his forehead, too, where as Mike was putting the heat on him, that crease got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. And so we did not come to a deal on this card by any means. And then his final piece of the puzzle is he says, well, I can't let it go that cheap because that's Brock Bowers.
Who cares?
And I'm like, okay, so you got, and I looked right at him and I go, okay, so you're bullish on Bowers. I get it. And he goes, well, if he does what he does last year, and I'm like,
he's a tight end.
Yeah, and I'm like, here's the thing. Bowers had a great year last year, but just like you were talking to me about Jaden Daniels probably going to regress, Brock Bowers is probably going to regress this year.
Does have a little better quarterback. Geno Smith's a little better.
Yeah, but he does also have Pete Carroll, who likes to control the clock and control the game, and
he's got Ashton Genty that's going to run for about 1,400 yards.
Exactly.
Probably. That's a guess.
Yeah, exactly. So Brock Bowers is probably going to regress. I like him. That's why I wanted to buy the card.
It's a big shot right here. Keep that thought for 1 second.
It is.
For Sarah, this is a really big one right here.
She needs to be she needs to be in that plus number. She's plus 25 right now, and she's grinding away here. She's got the 1 double to make up for the open.
That's got a hook. Oh,
there you go.
Look at that with the hip pusher there with the arm cross. I like it. But yeah, the guy was a little rough. I'm hoping we have a little time maybe to go to a different one today. How are we doing for time?
We're doing good on time. It's just whether or not do we want to make the 20-minute drive or...
I've driven an hour in between before.
Okay.
I'm a degenerate.
Right.
You already know
We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot.
It's my thing. When I go on the road, it makes me happy.
Now, there's a little card shop that handles mostly Pokemon here in town, and they had 1 case of sports cards in the front, and I was able to have a really nice negotiation with that guy. He was cool, right around the corner here.
I actually did good with the stuff I bought yesterday.
I didn't mind what I ended up with.
Came across a little salty with the guy. Me, I was I was Prince Charming like usual. I like going with Mike. We every time we go, every city. We went in Reno and
Yeah, Reno, I picked up the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander red ice for $2.75, and I moved it on eBay right on that run when they started the finals. I moved it for about $5.50.
yeah. Simo's ball looks like there's a magnet at the head pin pushing the ball away from it. He went high, then he got a little right on 23, which your ball wouldn't hook. Look at this. He got 5.8, 7.96.
That ball didn't get to the 10.
No. That's the only thing he hasn't tried, the backup.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
Sarah make the spare, don't get away from it. Sarah, what are you doing? Oh, that's a huge miss, man. She was pacing 2-0. She could have got 25 over. Oh.
I think if she gets a mark in the 10th frame,
She's good.
She's got a really 90% chance or better of making
So that
the cut.
would get her, what, 15 over?
Yeah.
That's. You'd rather have 30, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's the other thing. You know, it's a re-entry tournament. There's a lot of people that are starting to figure out this pattern, and let's say she bowls 189, right? That's going to put her at 14 over.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that just means that people having third, fourth looks at this tonight or this afternoon.
Need to average 203.
Right. And I think at this point
It's there.
That's there. You know what I mean?
That's not a crazy number. I agree with you.
I don't anticipate the number getting that high, but it's not out of the question.
She's just making it hard on herself.
So let's just double's huge here. 24 is a lot better than 14.
I like her jersey today, too. That's a nice one. Kind of got the... You're not a jersey guy, are you? Passes the time. I enjoy looking at it.
I mean, sometimes.
I had no idea. I thought he was a Boy Scout, the other one. Obviously, you know that one is In-N-Out Burger. Push. Solid 9. Did it wrong right there.
Wow, I thought that pin was going to fall.
Yeah, did it wrong right there.
Now, it's also important not to go screaming past this.
No, it's easy to do, too. You get too steep, and you get it right quick. It ain't getting there. I'd be standing right in front of this one. You know that? I'd be like playing it right up 5.
Michael Rinker wants to talk about the Florida Gators. I don't know much.
DJ Lagway. That's all you need to know.
I mean, I know a lot about the NFL. I know a lot about the NBA. A lot about the
I just
MLB.
told the man. That's all you need to know. DJ Lagway.
College football, I haven't been able to dive into all those teams and all the transfer portal. Very difficult. Nice spare. I'm not as sharp as a tack when it comes to the college football stuff.
I am a big Bowman U guy. I have been since the onset of it. So I follow college football pretty closely.
All right, 171 posted up there for...
For whom? Yep, on the left.
Dylan. Is that Dylan Donahue?
Yeah. He's had a very up and down, interesting round. 2 games and 100 over, and then the rest kind of...
Dallas goes through the
bad
face.
shots. Guys are holding on right here. The hands are on the ledge of the cliff. They got to grab a hold of it. That was actually a good 10th by Sarah right there. That was a good 10th.
188?
Yeah. 13 over. I think that's enough, Mike. You know what I mean? I think
it should be.
Should be.
Should be.
Got to remember, a lot of these people that have a good look now aren't going to bowl anymore.
I put her at 85% in.
Yeah. Whew. Eric Jones with a big messenger. Eric Jones needs a strike out here, too. What was he at before? He was a little over, I think.
12 over.
What can he strike out for?
Is that 236 over
Yeah,
there?
he can get to 48. He's still only pacing 190. He needs to find a bunch of strikes.
Justin O'Donnell. Another crossover there. How about that?
Yep.
Bowl 190 here. Again, everybody, we'll be back at 1 p.m. It's almost 11, so it'll be a little over 2 hours before we come back on the air with our F squad today. A, B, C, and D are all archived on our channel if you want to go watch it. Also, this squad will be archived immediately after we go off the air.
You're quick at it.
How about that? 190. 190.
Mark Curtis bowled 520 for the 2 previous game, and now he's going to bowl 310 for the last 2.
Clint Watkins can still bowl 212?
212, sir. I can tell, too, our intensity level starting to rise. As you can tell, we know we're getting close to that, to those matches, and that's, you and I love that. Marcus Medina, good spare.
Simon can only bowl 184.
Another different ball. Uh-oh, somebody was talking when he was up.
Somebody was yelling.
I saw the glare. I'm surprised he hadn't said nothing about that light down there where the door's open. Knowing him, he has a little Weber in him. Big shot by Eric Jones. Keeps himself alive to get inside the number.
Stubler missed the 7-pin.
He's safe too, though.
All right, 179 for Clint Watkins.
Yep.
Mark Curtis Jr. had 152.
Yep. And then Dallas can finish out with 206, which Dallas needs all of that, I believe. No, he's okay.
He was plus 82.
No, he's going. Yeah, he's good. Who else is down close to that number? 14. Quentin Bell. He's down out of range.
Dallas gets the first one. This has been a really nice set for Noah Gallegos, Simo, Nate Stubler, Dallas Leong.
I told you, Noah Gallegos is a solid bowler. When I saw his name on it, and he's got a very cute baby, by the way.
Mark Curtis Jr. is going to finish at plus 19.
I don't think that's the one. You see Simo's out, left the dreaded 1-7.
5-7.
Oh, is that 5? Oh, he had the head pin up. It was 1-5-7. I thought the 5 fell. This is even money for him. It's the easiest spare on the lane right now. You just move your feet a little to the left, it'll slide it right over. Big shot coming up for it. Can we go to Eric Jones? Can we flip-flop here and go to that one?
Yeah.
Make that the big screen. Gets him right.
Dallas 195.
Yep. Going over to Eric Jones, who needs some strikes. Aggressive off his hand. Aggressive through the pins. 10 back. He was 12 over, I believe you said. So that's 16, 46.
Simo bowls 140. That just goes to show how demanding this pattern can be. Once the pattern is stretched and you had to follow traffic, they got rough for some of the best bowlers.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the scores don't lie. Simonson goes.
797.
$273, $287, $237, then $167, $183, $140. Finishes at plus 87 on the block. You bet, Michelle.
No, Nick, Simon has never won this event, sir.
Stubler 187.
Big shot by Eric Jones. Oh, flat step.
Oh man, that was a good one too.
So that gets him into the 2 teens. He's going to be in the 20s.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
Passes 2 people in front of him.
One being his girlfriend.
Yeah. And the other being Curtis. Mark Curtis Jr. goes around him.
And we don't know how many went around yesterday. Uh-oh. Missed a spare. 203. Now he's 15. It's the same as Sarah, isn't it?
I believe Sarah is
14.
I think she bowled 188, so I think she's 13.
Wow. It's a big miss.
It is.
Just talking about it, I would think somewhere 15 and 25.
Maybe lower.
Maybe a bit lower.
Actually closer to even.
Yeah.
7 to 11
We
range.
count the numbers. She's 13. I think she has. No, you 13 or 14? I think
Eric just got to 15.
Yep.
so. He gets to 15. Yeah. So
Mike or Mark is back up to 19.
Yep.
520 for 2 games. What happened in the last 2 games?
The hook spot one, Mike.
Yeah.
And then you try and jam it up and it was big. Not good at that steep, slow curve.
He's a slow curve guy. Yeah.
Phillips had 193.
I would wait. I would sign up for 6 o'clock and wait and see what happens next squad.
Sarah, I would say you're 85% good.
I would sign up for 6 and just see how the next squad goes.
Nice little double there.
By
Marcus Medina to finish things
Yeah,
out for
absolutely.
us. Folks, we'll be back in 2 hours with F Squad. Looking forward to seeing you then. Once again, we want to thank you for tuning into today's 2025 New Mexico Open, 21st edition here at Tenpins More in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, suburb of Albuquerque. Proprietor Mike Flanagan. This tournament's been presented by Brunswick. If you're looking for a new bowling purchase, whatever it may be, Brunswick does it all. Check out brunswickbowling.com. Also like to thank Shamrock Foods, Jani King, Western Bowling Proprietors, Insurance, Tenpins More, and of course us here at Inside Bowling. Scores will be updated on that link that I have posted at the top of the chat, same one you've been using all weekend. This thing's getting interesting. We've got some players coming into town, taking their first cracks at it. We've seen some good scores here today. We've also seen the lanes transition and the scores come way down for some players.
Correct. That's what Dallas was just telling us. Dallas Young said, Mark Curtis is one of the examples. He said he had a little bit of shape where he could slow wheel it off the gutter. Then all of a sudden it got tighter down the lane and went away. He went up it hooked early, went away from it, never hooked.
So Jim and I will be back at 1 p.m. to continue seeing just how these lanes play, what type of scores get bowled. Will Francois Lavoie, our poster boy, will he maul him this afternoon? We will see. Second crack at it for Francois. He's going to make some surface adjustments from yesterday. We can't wait to bring in the action right here from New Mexico. So that's going to do it for E-Squad qualifying. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And we're looking forward to seeing you here in just a little while right here on Inside Bowling. You've been watching the New Mexico Open 2025 edition here on YouTube/Inside Bowling on our channel. If you haven't subbed, make sure you do. Hit that notification bell to let you know every time we go live, including the rest of the event coming up here today. It's been real, everybody. We'll see you in a couple hours.
Thank you.